Welcome back to Bad Game Ideas, the once a year podcast where you get all of your bad game ideas from, 15 minutes about, give or take. And today it is me, Lehcar, joined once again by my friend, best friend, and cousin.
Hello, I am Hakeber.
Yes, and this time Hakeber has an idea for me, and we'll flesh out that idea.
I do. So, the game name I have for you today is Don't Clap.
Don't clap.
Don't clap.
Okay, so we have to create some sort of game where, okay, I would think that maybe there would have to be webcam support, so we make sure that the person does not clap. Kind of like the game, I don't remember the name, but there's a game where if you blink, time moves forward.
Oh,
And
I haven't heard of that.
that it's kind of like a existential depression game, it feels like. But we'll do the opposite. We'll make sure you're not clapping, or we'll use your microphone to make sure there's no clapping sounds.
Ooh, good.
So that means we then have to make a game where you would want to clap.
Yes, so what
I'm
kind of things would one want to clap for in a game?
I'm thinking if we go like WarioWare style, where it's like really short segments, like the easy mode could be the plane lands, and if you're a white person, then you might accidentally clap.
That's so funny because I was literally just thinking like a plane landing would be a good thing to see if you clapped for. So I'm glad we're on the same page there.
Side note: we are both white.
Yes, we are.
I don't think I've ever clapped for an airplane though.
I don't think I have either, but there's still time.
Yeah. Um, Second idea, we play one of those songs. I just am thinking now of like TikToks of music that gets white people turned up or whatever. And it's like Panic at the Disco. Like, I don't know if you'd clap along with that, but we'd have to find some sort of, I don't know, old timey music or even maybe church gospel. We'll just have church,
Ooh,
and then you like want to clap along because everyone
yeah,
else in the FM, I guess this is an FMV game, maybe.
yeah. Or that Fits in the Tantrum song from a few years ago. I can make your hands clap.
Oh, yeah. This just sounds like one of those crappy YouTube videos where it's like, try not to laugh challenge. We could
Okay,
literally just make this a video.
yeah. Um, all right, I submit to you. I know you're supposed to come up with the
No,
idea,
we
but
both come up and
okay. Um, how about a reverse rhythm game where you
okay.
have to stay off the beat?
So, you're allowed to clap on that round, but as long as it's not on the beat. So it's like
Yes.
trying to change things up so it's keeping you on your toes.
Yes.
And then as you go forward, it's going to be secretly a horror game or something like that.
Yes.
Clapping
Anytime you
is
clap on the beat, something gets closer.
you have to
Perhaps
not
a
clap for the clap man.
Don't clap for the clap man. I love that.
That just sounds like a guy with a disease.
It could be that too. I was thinking like a man just made of hands is the clap man.
Okay. Yeah, and so he's like he finds it very demeaning when you clap around him. He thinks you're just making fun of him. So you have to not clap. But at the
Yes.
same time, maybe like this other round we get into like a Slender Man style game where you're in the woods and you have to clap to scare off Slender Man, but then also that pisses off Clap Man.
Oh no, you have dueling men coming after you.
So you have to scare off one, but also avoid the wrath of the other one.
That's
Um,
actually so funny. You have to clap the exact right amount to scare off the one and not get the other one to come after you.
yeah. So, man, how would you even win that game? I guess you'd have to get to like a safe place where you can clap freely or not clap freely.
Yes, you have to get to the clappers settlement where it is safe for all to clap.
It's like in The Last of Us Outpost
Yeah.
in the middle of like Colorado. I don't know where it was at. Montana, someplace no one lives.
Yeah, where would be a safe clapping zone, do you think?
I would go close to the ocean because maybe the sound of the ocean waves would cover up the clapping sounds.
Ooh,
Um,
that's good.
or maybe if you're in a cave, maybe the echoes are just too much for everybody, for everyone
Ooh.
who's not the Slender Man or the Clapman.
Ooh. In that case, if we're going with echoes, like maybe the Grand Canyon. It
Mm.
echoes, and so you're not sure where the clapping's coming from, so
That's
they're, like, confused.
Yeah, you have to. I don't know what's around the Grand Canyon, but you're leaving like a national park or something. You're running through, and then you get to the Grand Canyon, and you're safe.
Yeah. I do feel like the Grand Canyon is not a great place for a horror game, though. I feel
I
like
mean, you
it's
never
too
know.
wide open, right? I guess I've never
That's
been,
the scary
so
part of it, right? The
ooh, you can
clap.
see them coming.
They could be above you. They could be in front of
Oh.
you.
Oh, okay.
Can the
Ooh.
clap man fly with all his hands?
That is a great question. I would like to think that yes, the
Yeah,
clap hand can
I
fly with
just
all of
imagine
its
like some of its hands like doing little flappy flaps, and it just
you
is
just
coming
all
down.
flap in unison so to get maximum airlift.
Suddenly you're like in a shadow and you look up and the clap man is headed right for you.
Oh man, I love it. I love it.
Just all sorts of ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I don't know, does the Grand Canyon have caves or are there caves nearby the Grand Canyon?
I assume it has to have caves, right? The whole thing with the Grand Canyon is it was carved over millions of years of a river running through it, so presumably
Mm.
there's like some river shoot off, or I forget my geological terms, estuary somewhere maybe. That's probably wrong. Um, Geologists don't get angry at us.
Yeah.
For the many listeners of this podcast, if you're a
Yeah.
geologist.
Last podcast, we're not lawyers. This podcast, we're not geologists.
Yeah. Anyway, I assume there's a river offshoot somewhere that made a cave. I don't
That's
know.
interesting. I need to go look up like Grand Canyon caves afterwards and kind of deep dive into that. Are there caves? What are the caves like? No one ever talks about the Grand Canyon caves.
That is true. Everyone just talks about the canyon itself. No one talks about all the other geological features of the canyon.
It's the perfect place to hide because no one thinks about Grand Canyon caves. So
Yeah.
the Grand Canyon cave settlement of clapping cave dwellers is there.
Yes. Perfect.
Mhm. Um, any other wrenches you want to throw into this idea?
Um,
First, we start with WarioWare style levels where it's trying to make you not clap, but then you get into a level where you do the rhythm game and you have to not clap on time because that's when the clap man is listening because the clap man listens only at a regular interval. Uh, then we get into a forest with Slender Man or legally distinct Slender Man. Um, maybe this could be like Foot Guy or something to go against Flatman.
thick man.
Yeah, thick man. Uh, so you learn that you have to clap to scare off thick man.
I am sorry, go ahead. I'm just very interested in the lore that we've created. Why does clapping scare off thick
Yeah,
man?
you would think that like if thick man likes thick people, maybe then your thighs clapping would be something that they would like, but maybe they don't want competition. So, okay,
Oh.
thick man doesn't like clapping because he got the clapping going on.
Mm-hmm.
And
His
then
cheeks be clapping, and he don't want
he doesn't want
anyone.
competition.
Yeah.
So, but he's scared of it, so he runs away. He's insecure. Clapman's insecure about his hands. Thickman's my computer monitor just went off. I need to turn off the power settings. But yeah, then Thickman is insecure about competition for his
Yeah.
thickness.
The moral of the whole game is don't be insecure or
Yeah, just
you
live your
can't
life.
clap. Yeah.
Your body is beautiful as it is, whether you're just a big mass of hands or you're just really thick.
Yeah.
I think that's inspirational.
Yeah. You are deserving of love, thick man and clap man.
Yes, we believe in you. The only way to win the game is either to escape them, that's like one ending, or to help them self-actualize and find love for themselves.
Oh my god, I love that.
That then it becomes a visual novel.
So we have multiple
Yeah,
endings depending on multiple endings and multiple ending gameplay
yeah.
types depending on.
Mhm.
Oh, I love it. Perfect game.
You have to like maybe pick up something to enable the visual novel for each guy. So it's still the horror game where you're a walking simulator running away, but then maybe you find let's see what
Diary entries about their insecurities.
yeah, you have to go search and find the diary entries, and then that unlocks visual novel stage. So next time you see them, you can get into dating them or just helping them with their insecurities. You become a therapist.
Yeah.
Or you could date them. So that's a
Yeah,
third
why not?
ending.
Why not? Every game should have a dating element, so why not?
Mhm. Except horse divorce.
Yeah, that one, yeah.
Undating.
The
Anti-dating.
opposite of dating can did
The Ganadab Tad game.
Yes.
Okay, well, we're pretty much at time, so I think that's good for this game idea. So you said it was called Don't Clap?
Don't clap.
Don't Clap. Okay. There's that idea if anyone would like to take it. Uh I don't think I have the time to develop Don't Clap, but I hope it inspires you all to create something also as inspirational as Don't Clap. I have been Lehcar,
And I am Hakeber.
and we'll see you next year.